What is going on, y'all? It is Easy the Block Captain. I want to introduce y'all to my new sports show called I Am Not an Analyst, the sports show. Now, why we decided to call it I'm Not an Analyst, because guess what, man? I'm really not no analyst. We just love sports. We love football. I'm a big advocate of the Philadelphia Eagles, so I will come on here and I will fight for the Eagles at all times. I will argue for the Eagles at all times, but we will keep it real here. We will keep it 100% real here. If a quarterback is doing good or he getting crazy out on the field, we gonna say it's crazy out on the field. The reason why we called it that, I'm not an analyst. You ever go to the barbershop and y'all talk sports, we don't really talk about what colleges he came from or situation or what he doing. We want to know what's going on. Your team versus my team. Cowboys. One of my best friends. His favorite team is the Cowboys. So, before the Cowboys game, he texted me craziness. I'm texting him, oh, you crazy. I'm going to talk to y'all exactly like that, because at the end of the day is, I'm saying, the way how I look at sports is on some, fun is like, competition. And it's like, we want to get to the nitty gritty. I want to hear another, perspective of what's going on in the game besides, sitting down, and salute to everybody that's doing that. Selling that, telling the stats, even though we're not going to be ignorant here, right? We will give you stats. We will give you, what happened in the game. We will break it down, but we're going to give you a raw opinion. Authentic is going to be nothing but, Easy the Block Captain here. If y'all not familiar with me, man, go Google Easy the Block Captain to see who I am. I am one of the best battle rappers out here in the world currently. www.guttercity.com. If you want to follow my career and everything that's going on with me, go buy tickets and everything like that, and just go watch the come up for myself and all that. The sports show will be as authentic as the battles. The sports show will be as authentic as the podcast, as me just going live and me just talking. We hold nothing back, even on my own team. If you playing like dirt, we're going to say that you playing like dirt. But we're going to keep it a bean and we're going to keep it respectful. So we're going to start off the one. Now, salute to Tuck, salute to my man Lord Bryan, salute to my shorty. They were like, start your sports strong. We're going to get it now. We got new banners coming. We got new intro music coming. We gonna get it. How we gonna get it? So every time that y'all see it pop up, something might change. Something might be like that. We about to find a new place to start shooting. We gonna upgrade the cameras. We gonna do everything. I'm saying like that. If everybody know that's me, I'm gonna work hard. So at the end of the day, is I Am Not an Analyst, episode 1. Let's get right into it. So all right, we kind of talked about the Eagles and the Cowboys yesterday. Salute to Tuck. We got a nice crazy sports show that's about to happen. Once a week, 2 times a week. So we're going to get into all the analytics and the arguments back and forth there. This segment, probably we're going to do individual games. We're going to do after Mondays. We're going to do after Thursdays. Maybe Sunday night games. You know what I mean? And Eagles games going to get their own separate job. And then we'll do a full show, a full breakdown with everything. And just to see how I seen the week, or maybe a trade might come through and be like how I think it is. And just what we see just from the eyes of the people who didn't study the numbers of the actual sport. Raw and authentic. So if you anything like me, that this Sunday your team plays, you want to sit on the couch, you got your beer, you got your pizza, you got your wings, and you want to talk, you want to watch your quarterback, watch your team get crazy. This is the show for you. This is the show for you. And the first game that we're going to start off the show with is Kansas City Chiefs and the Chargers. Okay, y'all already know the best team in football. We started off the year. We want to know. I don't care how we got 1-0. We want to know. We're going to do some things in the background to get it up. But guess what? The Kansas City, they go to the Super Bowl with us, even though it was belt to ass. But I thought Mahomes was going, got a little chip on his shoulder. I was seeing some interviews, he's saying like, he looks at the, he looks at the situation. He looks at the Super Bowl, like that. And he want to come back. Like a great quarterback like that, willpower, is crazy, right? So I'm like, all right, what he did last year. He got to the Super Bowl. It's about to be crazy. But you are playing the Chargers, a divisional game, right? You in Brazil. Now, one thing I know about the Eagles played in Brazil last year, the field was terrible. It was a lot of complaints. So it's like, all right, we thinking about, okay, cool. Usually Kansas City going to come out 1-0. I'm watching the game, and I'm not going to lie. Let's start with the first quarter. First quarter, I don't know what it is. Is it good teams just making mistakes like the first couple seconds of the year? Because, okay, so now we got Kelsey and Xavier Worthy. They run into each other. Not even just run into each other. Bull hurt. Xavier Worthy shoulder hurt. He out for the whole game. I'm like, dickhead. Like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? So I know how y'all felt as Kansas City Chiefs fans, because that's how we felt when Jalen Carter got eliminated. We like this. You know what I'm saying? We like this. All right, so now he's out. Change the dynamic of the game immediately. Rashid Rice already suspended for 6 games, right? So now you got your other deep threat. Now he's out. Now you got to go with Hollywood Brown. Now you got to go with Smith Schuster, right? Cool, they cool quarterbacks, but you know what I mean? So the first quarter, Mahomes, he trying to get acclimated to the game. He overthrowing people. Little light. I'm not going to lie. Last year, he started tightening up too a little bit, but the year before that, I feel like they was barely winning games. But they was winning, and they got to the Super Bowl by barely winning. You know what I mean? So it was a little light. You know what I mean? Let's now the ball, Justin Herbert, that ball was looking like Mahomes. Like he was in the pocket. Defense for Kansas City, terrible. It's terrible. Defense for Kansas City, terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to work it out. Now, listen, I understand it's the first game, right? First 2 games, we testing our team out. We trying to see, like, all right, what we going to do? But then it's some things that we can look at and be like, that just need a whole fix. And I feel like the defensive front, I feel like the cornerback, I don't know. I feel like it needs an all-around workaround. I feel like it was terrible. I feel like, Herbert had too much time in the pocket. His throws was good. He was giving it to everybody. I think 6, 7 receivers, they done caught the ball. He was moving how he wanted to move. He was running out of pocket. He was doing whatever he wanted to do. I just was like, he's doing whatever he wanted to do. Good news for the Eagles, because Brown's mad. Smitty's mad. I feel like Hurts about to have a crazy day next week. Congratulations to us, but we talking about them, right? So I'm just like, okay. But Patty's Patty. So, you know what I mean? Like that. So I'm watching. I'm like, all right. It came a point to the game. It was just like, okay, we keep putting the ball. Like, all right, you give this ball back to Mahomes as a reasonable time. It's going to get dangerous. We still got to remember who this guy is. He really ball for real. You know what I mean? Like that. As you seen it at the end of the second, got crazy with him. He got the ball to his receiver. Field goal kicker come out, 2 seconds left. They couldn't spike the ball. The time kept going. Bad on him. You gotta get out of bounds there. Times keep going. Bucker. I call him Buckus. he done ran out there 58. 58. That play was never supposed to happen. And we all know, people that watch football, right? We all know when plays like that happen, the game changes. When plays like that happen, the game changes. So I'm just like, all right, typical KC, John. Like, all right, they about to come out the second half and they about to start getting busy. That's how I felt. Like, they about to get busy. What happened? Patty come out, start getting busy. Now he running on y'all. Okay, I can't get it to the receivers, because one thing Patty was doing, he was overthrowing it. Now I understand why, right? Because you got the 2 fast receivers on the side, so he could. He's used to the Xavier Word. He used to Rice going to catch it. Even though they got Hollywood Brown, he fast too, but he cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But you know what I'm saying? So he overthrowing it. You know what I mean? Like that. But he used his legs. He's using his legs. He's using his legs to really do whatever he have to do, because like that's what you can't stop. Now that goes to the Chargers defense. I feel like the Chargers defense was good. A little bit of pressure on Mahomes and all of that, but sometimes it's Mahomes, bro. Sometimes it's just Mahomes. Like you can't really do nothing when it comes to Mahomes, because he's going to be him, right? So I feel like when you let Mahomes off the leash and Mahomes do Mahomes things, it's like, what could you really do? He really ball for real. You know what I mean? Like that. But they contained him though. You know what I mean? Contained him a little bit. You know what I mean? A sack and all of that. Keep Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce had 2 catches. You know what I mean? He had that touchdown, but they kept him to 2. You know what I mean? Like that. And then when he don't got no receivers. He don't got no weapon, so he gotta be the weapon. Yeah, I mean, to me, I don't know if it's y'all. It was like, dude, for some reason, even last year, I felt like KC and I felt like Mahomes and Kelsey. I felt like they just be like a little like this. It's not like clicking like it was. Like we used to be scared of them. We used to be scared of them too. Now I don't think we so scared of them no more. A little check at the line could slow stuff down for them. You hear me? Like, so I don't know, man. But I know when it comes to Mahomes, he gotta tighten up though, bro. This about to be a long season because we trying to repeat. We trying to repeat. It's gonna be a long season. Los Angeles Chargers 27, Kansas City 21. Now they was trying to come back. We got Justin Herbert. He was 25 for 34. He had 318 yards. He had 3 touchdowns. He had no interception. He was looking good out there. I like the jerseys too. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But he was looking good. He ain't bust no sweat after the game, took off the helmet. I ain't see no sweat. Hair a little frizzy. He act like he knew he was about to win the job. He was comfortable. Huh? I remember like first play of the game, Patty rolled a whole blunt. The first play of the game, got like 22 seconds in the pocket. I'm just like, yo, what's Patty rolled a whole blunt. You know what I'm saying? If his receivers is back, this game may be different. Yeah, man, it wasn't a lot of pressure on them in the beginning. They did tighten up the second half, but in the beginning, it wasn't a lot of pressure on them. Like Patty was rolling L's back there. He rolling L's back there. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I mean? You ain't have any receivers that was over 100 yards on the Chargers side, but I think 6 receivers, they caught a ball. You got 1 for 72, 1 for 62, you know what I mean? 1 for 74. McConkey. Yo, I've been laughing at that name all day, I swear. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I guess 24 for 39 for Patty is cool. It's not Patty. But, for what he had to work with is cool. You know what I mean? He used his legs to get the job done. And I really thought they was going to pull it off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, one thing about Patty, one thing about Hurts, and like I said in this one, I'm always going to bring it back to the Eagles. I just want to let y'all know. I'm always going to bring it back to the Eagles. But Patty, one of them guys that he just know how to win. He's going to be out there. He's going to sacrifice his body. He went out to the I remember that one run. He went out there. He truck ball. Hit the ball. Bam. Chill, boy. Chill. Bam. I was like, oh, man, he mad. And when, yeah, man, so you got that, you just got that dog in him. He got that dog in him. So, yeah, man, like he's definitely, I don't see, they definitely going to start off 0-2 because y'all got to. But after that, I see it start clicking. It's going to start, it's going to start clicking. It's going to start clicking after you start 0-2. You play us next, good brother. Y'all gotta start 0-2. Y'all gotta start 0-2 and all of that. So just like, all right, so my takeaways from it on my hood side, is like you gotta get Kelsey in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like that a little bit more. Offensive line to me got better because last year, we was smacking you on the Super Bowl, smacking him. So offensive line got better. You know what I mean? Nothing really wrong with the coach. Andy Reid gonna be Andy Reid. You know what I mean? Like that. So you know what I mean? It's just the defense. Oh my God, that defense was terrible. It was ass. I ain't gonna lie, with shitty committee. They gotta tighten it up. I mean, it was some good plays. It was some good pieces. A little bit for real. It wasn't enough pressure on Herbert. It wasn't enough pressure. He was in there confident, really just doing whatever he want. Balls was thrown very good. Good balls thrown to niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just doing, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, nobody, cornerbacks was ass, safeties was ass, the middle linebacker, like, where y'all at? Like, where was y'all at? Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all gotta tighten up. Like, y'all gotta give the offense a little bit of help. Y'all gotta get them the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. It was a time that they was punting back and forth. I think it was the third quarter. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean the Chargers, I ain't gonna lie, Chargers look decent. Chargers look good. Yeah, I mean, like that, definitely a great win. You know what I'm saying? Bull got over 300 yards. I mean, he was spreading the ball around. I mean, the defense was containing Mahomes as much as possible. I wouldn't say they had like the best defense, but they definitely had a good B-. You know what I mean? Like, You know what I mean? Did what they wanted. Did what they wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like that. I gotta take a little bit of takeaways a little bit because Patty didn't have the receivers with him. You know what I mean? Because when Patty started doing whatever he wanted to do, he started doing what he wanted to do. So you know what I mean? But nonetheless, great win. Great win. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking out for the ball. Herbert, I like the running back ball though. I was seeing a lot of upside. What's the running back name, real quick? Hampton, Marion Hampton. He gonna be nice. I like how he's running. He was running hard. He was trucking niggas. He was getting into the middle, getting into the lanes. He might have done one little step, might have got a little 4 or 5 yards, but the way he was getting them, it kind of reminded me. It was like, okay, he gonna be good though. So I know he knew. I know he got drafted to him. I know he a rookie. Make sure y'all keep your eyes on him. He's gonna be fire. He's gonna be good. I could tell. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But other than that, man, that's the recap the Kansas City and Chargers. Like, belt their ass next week, y'all. I mean, listen, don't get better until week 3. I really don't care. Y'all start the season off 0-2. That's on y'all when it comes to the Eagles and all that. Any other time, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for y'all any other time. I like y'all. I like Patty. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But they definitely about to start off the season 0-2. I'm sorry if y'all Kansas City fans, but I am the Eagles fans, and we putting about their ass next week. I don't know who the Chargers got. I didn't go into it, but I will recap it when they be fighting. We gonna see. Good start Friday, man. I enjoyed the game. Man. I enjoyed the game. But both Super Bowl teams that played in the Super Bowl had a critical moments early in both games. Mistakes is very noticeable in this season so far. From teams that got expectations. So, let's see what Sunday holds. Sunday is great for football. I'm glad football back. And y'all already know, man, that is the recap. I am not no analyst. I'm only going to tell y'all what I'm going to tell y'all or what we seen. If you're trash, man. Good job, Los Angeles Chargers and all of that. Y'all not better than the Eagles, though. Y'all.